Good morning. Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. I want to say thank you guys so much for being here. Good morning, Jan from your nest at PVR. Shauna, wonderful to see you as well. Lane, good to see you. Susan, good to see you too. Wonderful to see everybody here. Thank you so much for being here, as well as the folks who are watching me on YouTube and also on Twitch. It is great to see everybody here. Drop me a comment. I'll say hello to you. Anyways, it is a Tuesday. We are here today to say some good stuff about us. And we're going to do what we do every morning, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. I'm going to pull a card off the top of the deck, ask you if you are the affirmation on the card, and we are going to respond out loud together. I am that affirmation. As we say these words out loud, we give ourselves the gift of being able to hear our own voice in our own words say things that are good for us. And there is tremendous power in that because whatever it is that we hear, we tend to believe that it's true. So there's an old salesman saying, which is if you say it, they tend to doubt it. If they say it, it's true. And so whenever a salesperson is ever trying to sell you anything, just listen for vocal patterns where they start trying to get you to say that you own the device or that you have it or that it would look good on your wall, because as soon as you start saying those things, the sale is all but made. So let's sell ourselves some good things about ourselves. Instead of selling ourselves a toaster, let's sell ourselves some good thoughts. Let's sell ourselves some good perspectives and say that today I am collaborative. I am collaborative. I work harmoniously toward shared visions. So I am collaborative. I work harmoniously toward shared visions. Are you collaborative? You are collaborative. You work harmoniously toward shared visions. I'm going to write that down in the comments, and I encourage you guys to do the same thing. That I am collaborative. I work harmoniously toward shared visions. I love this picture. So when I was making these cards originally, I wanted to have a piece of woven cloth or something woven to really show how everybody works together. And I found this I found this image, which is very unusual as far as woven cloth goes, because normally when something is woven together, it's one piece of thread over, one piece of thread under, or maybe over one, under two, something like that. But these are like whole bunches of thread over and under, and I just absolutely loved the look of it. It was much more colorful. It was much more interesting, and I've always kind of wondered like what kind of cloth is actually woven this way. But in the end, it really it struck me as a fantastic visual metaphor because it's not just the one thing that we do that runs together with all the other things that other people do. It's all of the things that we do. It's the wholeness. It's our completeness. It's all of our gifts. Who it's all of our gifts that work together. And so we are a collaborative people. We work harmoniously towards shared visions. Susan says, "I'm not sure about this one. I feel like I'm a bit selfish. My being does not depend on other people. I've been collaborative in my life, not so much now." And you know what, Susan? There are times in our lives when we're collaborative. There are times in our lives when we are less collaborative. The fact is that you currently live in a community of people who are, who live in very close proximity to each other. So you must be at least a little bit collaborative because because you get along in a very, very tight knit community. In fact, I see you helping out with a lot of different things on a pretty regular basis. So even though you might not feel that you're collaborative, I can tell that you are. And so you also are working harmoniously toward a shared vision. You and I both live in a place that is one of the closest places to utopia that I've ever lived in my entire life, and both of us are collaborative insofar as we work very diligently not to make any waves and to just be decent community members so that the place as a whole can thrive. And so even when we can't see how we are how we are collaborative people, it really underscores that a lot of times we can't see ourselves as plainly as other people can see us. We are oftentimes lost in our own ideas of who we are. We are oftentimes unable, or don't give ourselves credit for all the good stuff that's in us. And because we know ourselves very well, and we do, every one of us knows ourselves very well. Because we know ourselves very well, we are quick to judge because we know all of our faults and all of our flaws and all of our blemishes and all of the ways that we're not perfect. We know these things better than everybody else because we live them. And yet the people around us don't know these things. The people around us how we present ourselves. So, every time that I get to thinking, well, I'm not this or I'm not that, I just stop and reconsider and ask myself, well, how would other people see me if they didn't know all of the things that I'm secretly ashamed of about myself? And when I get rid of all that secret shame about myself, I realize that I really am all of these things, all of these good qualities, or at the very least that I embody them on a small scale. And so we are collaborative people. Jan says, I'm thoroughly enjoying being collaborative by working with Pete and Maya on our beautiful yard. I haven't been to that yard in a little while, Jan, but I'm sure it's looking absolutely amazing. I saw like a picture of it, or I saw a couple of pictures that you posted on Facebook, and I was like, is that the same yard? I recognize that fence. I don't recognize that yard at all. So it must be a really, really cool transformation. I'm excited to see it as it continues to as it continues to shape up. But anyways, we are collaborative people. We work harmoniously toward shared visions. And so this card is an invitation for us to really lean into those shared visions because as the proverb says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And collaboration is how we go together. Collaboration is how we choose what kind of projects that we are going to lend our gifts to and then proactively lend our gifts to those projects. Collaboration is how we multiply our efforts and also how we can take on things that we otherwise are not good at because there are other people who are good at parts of the project that we are not good at. I remember when I first took on a business partner, and then like 2 days later, we had this like $15,000 website that was up on the internet, and it wasn't a website that I had the skills to build. It was a website that he just like took 12 hours and just knocked it out. And I looked at that website and I was like, how much would you charge for that website? And he's like, oh, about 15 grand. Like, yeah, you would because it's worth every penny of that. You're making us look like $1 million on the internet. I couldn't make us look like $1 million on the internet. I can do all the back end stuff that makes our clients money, but I can't make us look like $1 million on the internet. But you just knocked it out in 2 hours. The tremendous value of both of us being able to bring our gifts to the table it was just manifest in the partnership, and the collaboration is what made that possible. So I am collaborative, and you are as well, and together we work harmoniously toward shared visions. So today, let's consider what kind of shared visions that we can lend our resources and our time and our effort and our energy and our love to, and let's work on those. And that doesn't mean we need to be particularly dedicated. It doesn't mean that we need to dedicate a lot of time. It doesn't mean that we need to give it a lot of our energy. Sometimes simply encouraging the things that we would like to see more of is enough of collaboration. Simply allowing the people around us to know that the projects that they're working on are cool and that we support them is collaboration. And so in many cases, we work harmoniously toward shared visions simply by being supportive of those shared visions. So I want to thank you guys so much for being here. I will return on tomorrow at 9 a.m. We'll come up with another one of these. Until then, good morning again to Lane. Good morning to Susan, Shauna, Jan. Good to see you guys here today. Let's see. I know. Good morning, Dan and John L. Good to see you guys also. Have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your day. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Until then, this is your daily reminder that you're awesome. Let's celebrate your inherent value and worth, that you're amazing, that you are fully capable of achieving everything that you set out to achieve today. And that no matter what today looks like, whether it goes the way you plan it's going to go, or whether it goes completely sideways, just know that you are still moving in the direction that is important to you because you are being intentional about it. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow at 9 a.m. Until then, I care about you. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll talk to you soon. Aloha from paradise.